So hi, yeah, I should have done it. I should have done the review last night, but I forgot about it. So yeah, this is the review for the British Grand Prix last night. Yeah, so yeah, it was an amazing start from Vettel going into first place into the first corner. Then Raikkonen almost caught up, almost snapped up second, uh, but Bottas snapped up second and third places at Village when Raikkonen was battling. That moron was battling with Raikkonen, Hamilton the moron. Yeah, so yeah, Hamilton intentionally squeezed Raikkonen for Raikkonen to crash, because Raikkonen, I think, understeered into turn 3, I think, because he had to take a tighter line. He was trying to avoid. He had to take a tighter line. He oversteered into Hamilton. He had nowhere to go but hit Hamilton and spin him around. Yeah, and actually the Raikkonen's left front wheel and Hamilton's rear wheel was kind of made contact, but it did enough to spin Hamilton around, because the way the angle that Raikkonen hit Hamilton, so the Hamilton's car spun around, so it was Hamilton's fault squeezing Raikkonen, and Raikkonen had a bit of oversteer. He tried to adjust. When he adjusted, that's when he collided with that moron. While he was racing, he lost places, but he had an amazing overtake at turn 9 on the first lap on I think it was Ricardo. Yeah, dealt with an absolute beauty of an overtake around the inside of, I think, Cops, right? Yeah, Cops, the 9. The old on the old part of the track. Yep. So amazing start from Bottas, getting up 2 places, and an absolute summer start from Vettel, getting up to first place. But after this, during the first safety car period, there was a crasher, right? I forgot who was the crasher. Vettel lost the lead because he had to enter the pits and change the tires. But on lap 42, he retook the lead into Brooklands up the inside of Bottas. Bottas was caught sleeping, I think. Yeah. But a lap later, on lap 43, an amazing overtake into Brooklands by Raikkonen and Verstappen. Wow. The second overtake that Raikkonen did on a Red Bull. But it's the Silverstone circuit is quite underpowered for Red Bull, but at least it was a battle between Verstappen and Raikkonen for a position, and they Verstappen tried to defend, but when Hamilton came through the field, I don't see the cars defending Hamilton, because I think the team says don't fight with Hamilton. Yeah, because Hamilton will start complaining when he's stuck behind a car, because usually when he's stuck behind a car, he says, oh, he can overtake, lousy. It's just shit. That means he's not a good driver. He's a lousy shit driver. And he was lucky to get second place. Really lucky. I think Bottas tried to defend him but decided not to by the others of his teammate, by the others of his pit wall actually. So he had no choice but to follow. Raikkonen overtook Bottas going onto the Wellington Straight right into Brooklands also. But halfway down the straight, he had completed his overtake. Unlike Verstappen, Verstappen squeezed him almost onto Raikkonen onto the grass to overtake Raikkonen, to overtake Verstappen. So into Brooklands, it was an amazing race, but there was a heavy crash for. Oh yeah, Ericsson crashed out at the first turn in away because they put DRS up until turn 1, so the Sauber's DRS did not manage to close in time, so the car just went and he had a big off at turn 1, really big off. But I was really lucky that he did not have any injuries. He was unscathed out of the car. And I'm happy that Hamilton had an incredible start, dropping to last, but I'm not as happy when he finished in second, because if he had finished out of the top 3, I would have been happy, because I want Bottas or Ricardo to complete the podium. Not if Bottas and Ricardo completes the podium in between the two Ferraris, I would have been happier. And as I predicted, and there was Perez almost collected Sir Hawkins on the first lap. After he spun at turn 1, he was hit by one of the S's, I think. But all the other drivers were sandbagging because they were not told to defend against Hamilton. The Renault powers, I was surprised. The Sauber, all the Ferrari powered teams, customer cars and Mercedes customer cars did not even fight Hamilton. If it was a McLaren or a Renault or a Red Bull, I can understand, because Silverstone is not up to their strength. So I can understand. They are underpowered for this skid. So if they don't fight hard against Hamilton, is okay. But all the Mercedes customer cars, I think it's a conspiracy not to fight against Hamilton. Because he will start complaining if he's stuck behind a car, especially the Saubers and the Saubers, Hasses and Force Indias. So it was easy meat for Hamilton to overtake all the cars, but when it came to the front runners, Hamilton had to wait for them to pit, then he could overtake them while he's at racing speed, and the drivers that pit was in the pit lane, exiting the pit lane. So in other words, it was an easy overtake for Hamilton because he did not have to risk the likes of Ricardo, Verstappen, Raikkonen, even his teammate Bottas, or even Vettel. Well, I think he did not even deserve to be on the podium. He was just lucky that two safety cars absolutely helped him. So it was an amazing race with a few amazing overtakes and one failed overtake in the Cups. That was the clash between Grosjean and Sainz on lap 38 after the first safety car period. So yeah, and that's all. And yep, Hamilton was such a moron for being upset and not doing the interviews with a Brundle. Yeah, even though you did not win the race, at least do the interview with Brundle before you go up to the podium. He ran away at Park for me, even though Raikkonen accepted that he hit who do he hit him on purpose, on on purpose according to Hamilton. And yeah, but I think it was Hamilton's idea to get hit by Raikkonen. All Hamilton's lousy idea to get an incredible start, dropping 2 positions from where he started. Then suddenly after the turn 1 he dropped right to the back of the grid, and I was absolutely happy with Raikkonen being in the top 10. And yeah, I was hoping that Hamilton had a problem, but the problem did not interfere his race or did not stop him from finishing in the points. So yeah, and Leclerc sadly retired because of a loose wheel nut on lap 20, and yeah, that is his first retirement since Monaco 5 races ago, right? 5-6 races ago, 4 races ago. Yes. So yep. So I can't wait for the Germany Grand Prix. I hope Vettel will win his home Grand Prix, and Hamilton will start complaining to the media about Ferrari's so-called dirty tactics. I'm waiting for that because he's such a pain in the ass and a moron, Hamilton. Yeah, and that's all for my British Grand Prix review, and I was happy that he did not even win the race, but 50% happy. The other 50% would have been if he had retired or did not even finish on the podium. So that did not happen. He did not retire, but at least he had an amazing start by dropping a lot of places before he intentionally squeezed Raikkonen, and Raikkonen steered into him and caused a collision. But Raikkonen got a penalty for causing the collision. I think he left space before the corner, but when the corner came, he tried to squeeze Raikkonen at my viewpoint. But the fans of the moron out there would disagree with me. So yeah, and yep, and hopefully he doesn't win this is championship. He doesn't deserve to win like last year, like 2014-08. He does not deserve to win the championship. Yeah, so yep, and hopefully he crashes again in the next race. Bye, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Miss channel on YouTube. So bye, see you again.